back to Wealth and Mobility Insights by Gallant Toole, your go-to podcast for high net worth individuals with a global footprint. I'm Preeti, and in today's episode, we are unlocking powerful strategies for navigating international tax systems, decoding the double tax avoidance agreements, and unveiling an exciting opportunity for US access, the Trump Gold Card. Stay tuned for expert insights and strategic moves designed for the globally mobile elite. Joining me again is Akshay Bhandari, a chartered accountant and a director at Gallant Toole, widely recognized for his expertise in navigating complex tax and residency matters for international families. Akshay, it's wonderful to have you back.
Thank you, Preeti. It's always a pleasure.
Akshay, let's start at the heart of it. Why has global taxation become a critical focus for affluent families today?
Preeti, in an era of transparency and interconnected regulatory frameworks like CRS and FATCA, the days of passive tax planning are over. Today, wealth is borderless. So are the tax authorities. High net worth individuals must actively manage their international exposure and plan strategically. The risk of double taxation, which means paying taxes twice on the same income, is higher than ever unless you master DTAA structures, which is known as double taxation avoidance agreements. For example, clients moving from a zero tax jurisdiction like Dubai or Middle East to higher tax countries such as Canada or the UK can unknowingly trigger severe tax consequences without proper planning. We recently helped a family successfully navigate such a scenario using DTAA provisions.
Could you briefly unpack DTAA and illustrate its strategic importance?
Yeah, sure. So DTAA, as the name suggests, Double Tax Avoidance Agreement, is a bilateral treaty between two countries designed to avoid taxing individuals or corporations twice on the same income. Strategically, DTAA defines taxing rights, reducing withholding taxes on dividends, royalties, or interest, and provides mechanism for foreign tax credits. For instance, a UAE resident shifting residency to Canada would leverage the Canada UAE DTAA to structure dividends or business income efficiently. Without the treaty in place, dividends might be taxed at significantly higher rates in Canada, resulting in substantial financial loss.
Let's illustrate how DTAA planning works practically. Could you also share an anonymous, detailed example of a client you advised who moved from Dubai to Canada?
Absolutely. Let me discuss one of my recent clients, an experienced entrepreneur who successfully built a multi-million dollar trading business and real estate portfolio over 25 years in Dubai. As his children grew older, he decided to relocate the family permanently to Vancouver to provide them with top tier education and lifestyle stability. The issue was significant. Upon establishing Canadian residency, all his global income, including profits accumulated from his UAE business and investments in Europe, would become taxable under Canadian law. Here is the structured approach we implemented. It is divided into multiple steps, so let me go step by step. The step one was clear residency timing. We strategically determined his Canadian residency start date. He carefully limited his visits to Canada during initial preparations, ensuring he did not unintentionally trigger residency prematurely. The step two was pre-residency asset restructuring. Before becoming Canadian tax resident, we meticulously restructured his Dubai-based holding company, clearly delineating accumulated profits earned during his UAE residency. By crystallizing gains prior to residency shift, he effectively safeguarded substantial assets from future Canadian taxation. The next step was leveraging the UAE-Canada DTAA. He had substantial passive income streams, including dividends from his European investments channeled through Dubai. By leveraging the DTA between Canada and the UAE, we significantly reduced withholding tax rates on these dividend payments. As a result, saving his substantial tax exposure. The final result was through this precise and proactive tax planning, we saved this client and his family millions in potential taxes, enabled a smooth transition to Canada, and ensured complete compliance with global tax regulations.
Now, Akshay, the Trump scorecard has become an intriguing option for global investors. Why is this relevant to clients focused on taxation and global residency?
The Trump Gold Card presents a unique, streamlined pathway for high net worth individuals aiming for US residency without the usual complexities of traditional programs like EB5. It's strategically important because number one, it lowers investment threshold compared to traditional routes, reducing initial capital requirements. The application and approval processes are also significantly faster, reducing bureaucratic and compliance burdens. It includes concierge-style advisory services, immigration, taxation, and lifestyle management in one comprehensive package. For clients navigating DTAA landscapes, obtaining US residency via the Trump Gold Card can strategically place them in one of the most DTA-friendly jurisdictions globally. It's not merely a visa, it's a holistic solution aligning residency, tax efficiency, and premium lifestyle in a single refined offering.
Akshay, could you illustrate another practical example of DTAA and strategic global residency planning benefiting a high net worth family?
Certainly, Preeti. Let's consider an anonymous example of another client, a UK-based investor with significant business interest in India, Singapore, and the UAE. She intended to retire in Portugal for its attractive lifestyle and beneficial non-habitual resident tax regime. We structured the solution very carefully, again step by step. The first step was residency optimization. She became a Portuguese NHR, leveraging Portugal's DTAA network, especially with the UAE and Singapore, to maximize the exemption on her foreign sourced income. Step 2, asset structuring via the UAE. We established an intermediate holding entity in Dubai International Financial Center, popularly known as DIFC, consolidating her Asian business profits and dividends. Due to the UAE's tax neutrality and DTA provisions with Portugal, this approach significantly reduced her tax exposure in Portugal. The last step was ongoing compliance and efficiency. Through continuous tax compliance management and proper DTAA application, she enjoyed significant ongoing tax efficiencies, allowing her investment portfolio and lifestyle to flourish tax effectively. I think this strategic approach resulted in optimal tax efficiency, wealth protection, and a seamless international lifestyle for her and her family.
To wrap up, Akshay, what's the essential checklist listeners should follow when aligning global residency, DTAA, and investment decisions like the Trump Gold Card?
There is a simplified yet powerful checklist, Preeti. First, clarify tax objectives. Understand and document your global tax obligations clearly. The second one is leverage DTAA. Actively utilize tax treaties to reduce double taxation on dividends, royalties, or capital gains. Strategic residency planning. Invest in jurisdictions offering optimal tax treaty networks like Canada, UAE, or the US via efficient solutions like Trump Gold Card, which is a latest product. And the last point is asset structuring. Implement asset structuring before changing residency, ensuring maximum tax and treaty benefits. I think this clarity means protection, growth, and significant tax savings long term.
Akshay, as always, your insights are highly valuable. Any final thoughts for our listeners?
I think strategic residency and taxation management are no longer optional, Preeti. They are very, very essential. Smart DTAA strategies combined with proactive asset restructuring and upcoming products like the Trump Gold Card can offer comprehensive solutions that protect, preserve, and enhance global wealth efficiently.
Well, thank you, Akshay, and thank you, our listeners, for joining Wealth and Mobility Insights by Gallant and Toole. Subscribe for more insights and visit galto.com to connect directly with Akshay and his global advisory team. Until next time, keep strategic, stay global, and plan confidently.